Hello, my name's Serenity. This is the general reading for all water signs, Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. If this resonates with you, please like, share and follow. It will not resonate with every water sign, but for those it does, there may be somebody out there who needs to hear this message. Okie dokie. Bottom of the deck you have the Death card. So something has ended and somebody's going through a transformation. Also, somebody was dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that was married, that the marriage has ended because somebody wanted clarity and truth and they actually felt stuck within a marriage. Could have been with the earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. That's for some of you out there. Okie dokie. Alright. The earth sign, what was on your mind in this relationship is the star. So some of you have wished upon a star. Some of you are actually being patient, forgiving, having understanding. Okay? Some of you are actually having more balance in your life. You're actually even could be dealing with an Aquarius for some of you. Okay? Because the star card, when it's actually upright like this, usually speaks about having optimism, hope. Some of you might even feeling blessed. Okay? Some of you might even feel after a while that you feel like you're returning back to life again. Your faith has increased. Okay? You feel like you've got inner strength. You've got a new independence. Some of you could even be dealing with a Gemini or Aquarius. That's for some of you. Okay? But when you actually got this star card here, right? It talks about strongly of your hope. That's something that you've actually wished for to come through. It tells of your peace and your contentment after coming out of a period of turmoil. So some of you have come through a very hard time, right? So it represents a return to physical and spiritual health right now. So you're having a fresh beginning, a new experience, okay? And it's like you're feeling very spiritual right now. So you're recognizing a great love that is being given and received. Alright? That's what you're thinking about, you know? And how you're feeling is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands speaks about having some victory, some acknowledgement. Okay, some of you are feeling like you've been recognized for once in your life for something that you've done. You know, you got some victory, getting some good news. Okay, and it also speaking about your hope improving and everything else like that. You also could be dealing with a Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, some of you, right? But you got some good news coming through here. Okay, because the Six of Wands doesn't just speak about you getting some acknowledgement and recognition from people around you. You've actually done something that public acclaim, you know, that people are actually saying you're doing a good job there. You actually deserve what you actually recognition that you're actually getting for the work that you've actually put in, water sign. Okay? So you're getting some very good news coming up. Alright. And the outcome is the Magician. So some of you have manifested something great in your life right now as well. So things are looking good for you, water signs, okay? Because you're actually manifesting the kind of life you want to actually have. Also the people who you want to be around you, okay? Because it shows how focused you are on what you actually want. Your confidence has increased. And some of you is even having a new beginning. Some of you could even be dealing with a fire sign at Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay? And that's your wish. That's for some of you. Okay? Some of you are heading in the right direction. Okay? So it's actually asking you to use your will and your courage and have faith, and a positive attitude will bring about what you want and need. Okay? But just know, water signs, that you're well blessed and that everything is possible through the power of the higher source. And that you have all the tools you require to succeed in this lifetime. So use them wisely. Okay. The center of the issue between you and your partner, water signs, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess speaks about you actually having a secret. Okay? It also tells you about using your psychic abilities, your knowledge and your wisdom. Okay, so both of you could be doing that, because this is the center issue of both of you, that you both of you are using your intuition right now. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or Cancer. Okay, but it stresses there is some form of secret, something that's going to arrive soon. All right, and for some of you, the High Priestess tells you that you possess a natural intuition and psychic ability. And she inspires emotions and receptive understanding. Okay? Because the High Priestess is one who is spiritual, well-balanced person, who is naturally diplomatic. This person has a natural artistic talent and has the wisdom to allow the intellect to connect to the subconscious. Okay? She speaks one who is forever the seeker of knowledge. So both of yous could be two Pisces or two water signs that you're dealing with. Okay? Alright. Your partner has the Lovers. Also represents Gemini. Okay? Where someone has to choose between two for some of yous. Right? So your partner might have to choose between two people. And how they feel is the Eight of Cups. So, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, someone's feeling about walking away. Okay? That's how they're feeling with the Eight of Cups. Okay? Because with the Eight of Cups here, it's also telling us that there's something that they feel they have to walk away from, right? And it shows that with their feeling, this is a deep contemplation, called the dissatisfaction, okay, in a relationship. There's been some disappointment. Some person was disillusioned by this, but the person's going through some sadness. This could be a Capricorn, Pisces, or Cancer, okay? That's some of you could be dealing with. All right, but it's also speaks about turning away from material success and choose to take a different path, most often a spiritual based one. So some of you will be, if you were materialistic before, you'll be turning to be more spiritual. That's for some of you. But a decision has to be made to move on and leave the past behind. Okay? For some of you may have been caught up in events or were or are involved in a situation that may have been complicated and costly. Some of you may cut all ties with the events and will not give them thought. Once they're in the past, it's gone. That's it. It's over and done with. You know what I mean? But some of you, you feel like something's missing from one's life, and it's finding a quest to seek for inner contentment and purpose. Because some of you are now seeking more spiritually what your purpose is in life. And also the Eight of Cups speaks about you having both emotional and material stability at present for some of you. But there's a need within to find a deeper level of contentment. Okay? So some of you will be seeking to find the change that you need to satisfy this longing that you feel inside right now. And that's it for your partner. And Three of Pentacles showing here that your partner is working very hard on their pentacles, or working very well in the work environment, or working within a team, okay, or working in a partnership. Some of them could be dealing with a Libra or Gemini, okay, because the Three of Pentacles usually talks about long-term rewards or craftsmanship, okay. Also speaks about your security, how much workmanship you're putting into your labor, and the success you feel in doing so. That's for some of you. Okay? Now, this could be you or your partner. You'll know which side relates to you. So now I'm going to get some clarifications on this, because it looks like some of you are going to be walking away to go be more spiritual, and some of you have got your wish to manifest what you do want. Okay. Why is the High Priest there for all water signs? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You've got the Hangman and it's reverse. So some of your intuition was telling you to let go and let God. Okay? That's some of you. Because the Hangman, when it's upright, it usually speaks about someone actually feeling stuck. Okay? And when it's reversed, it's about letting go. Because some of you are looking at things from a different perspective now. Okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. That's for some of you. Right? Because when the Hangman is actually reversed like this, it also speaks about you actually feeling dissatisfaction. There could even be some delusion going on as well with some of you. Right? But it's also a person who's been very selfish and not putting no effort into the relationship. Alright? There could also be a lack of compromise too, where someone's not compromising. That's between you both. Okay? Some of you are so preoccupied with material concerns to the detriment of the spiritual side of things. That's for some of you. Okay? Some of you are dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus who feels left out in the cold. That's for some of you. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer who wants to move forward in life. Okay? Why is the star here for all water signs? What they're thinking about, their wish. You've got the Knight of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, who wants a new relationship, or offering a cup for a new relationship. Okay, that's your wish. person's usually very seductive. Okay, offering this cup, this Knight of Cups here, is usually somebody who actually very romantic. They come across as very romantic, showing all the good sides to things. Okay, right? It's usually a message that's going to be coming forward. It could even be a proposal or some fresh new ideas or a new romance for some of you, right? Because the Knight of Cups is a sensitive, imaginative personality. He is intelligent, sometimes quite a romantic young man who has many and varied talents. Okay? But also, the Knight of Cups can be jealous and be prone to daydreaming. Okay? But it speaks of somebody who can be gracious and introspective. But can also be brooding and melodramatic as well, so don't forget that. Alright? Why is the Six of Wands? Because this is what you're feeling, water signs. Why is the Six of Wands here for all water signs? Ooh, we've got the Five of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Some of you are feeling left out in the cold, or some of you could even be going through a financial lack for some of you. Okay, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or Gemini, because the Five of Pentacles usually speaks about poverty, defeat, despair. Some of you could even be going through some low self-esteem at the moment. I'm going through some emotional problems. Okay, some of you are going through some troubled thoughts. Okay, suffering with anxiety, fear, and desolation. Some of you, it's just self-sabotage. Okay, some of you could even though you've got the Six of Wands for success, some of you could be fearing success. Alright, I'm frightened that you might fail. This usually represents feeling low self-esteem. Okay. Also, for some of you, the Five of Pentacles may suggest that you're overlooked or missed something in details of your plan or the actions you've taken in the near past. Okay. But it also tells you don't to give up. Telling you about you're about to achieve something you haven't expected as well. Okay. All right. Why is the Magician here as the outcome for all water signs? The card that's flipped out is Injustice. Justice on its reverse represents injustice. Okay. Some injustice has taken place, okay, when you was offered this cup. You actually felt isolated, lonely. Someone wasn't compromising. There was an injustice here, okay, and usually when it's injustice like this, it's usually telling you to actually just move on. Okay, something here that's taking place. Some of you could even be going through separation or divorce for some of you. That's for some of you. Okay, some of you could be even dealing with a Libra or Capricorn. Okay, and when it's reversed like this, some of you could even be going through some form of karmic lesson. That's for some of you. Right? But the Justice card appearing in reverse may be implying that someone around you is taking advantage of you. It may also imply false accusations and intolerance. Right? And you're unable to change things at this time, so your only option is to learn from the lesson. Okay, so do not allow it to happen again. All right, water signs, handle the situation as best as you can, then move on. All right. Okay, two flipped out. You've got the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Ace of Wands. So some of you want a passionate new beginning with a fire sign. That's for some of you. Okay. Why is the Lovers card here for water signs partner? Somebody from the past, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Somebody from the past has come back. Okay? And it's now you're having to choose between two. Alright. This is what they're thinking about, because someone's from the past has come back and they're stuck now having to choose between two. Why is the Eight of Cups here for the water signs partner? You got the Four of Wands and it's reversed. So some of you in a relationship, there could be some arguments in the home, okay, over this situation here of there being two in the three-party situation. There could be some arguments in the home regarding the instability of the relationship. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or Scorpio, okay? Because when it's upright, it usually speaks about harmony, prosperity, satisfaction, there being a positive improvement. It even speaks about weddings and engagements and family celebration. But when it's reversed, it usually speaks about delays, obstacles, either at the moment or in the near future. Okay? There's tendencies towards short-lived romances and unstable connections when it's reversed like this. Some of you are building on false foundation. Offers only partial fulfillment and happiness, and that's where there could be some tension and anxiety and irritability when may cause muscle aches around the neck, shoulder, back and areas, right? Because when it's reversed, it implies an overall feeling of mental and physical discomfort that may also lower the libido for some of you, okay? Because you're going through such stress in the relationship of the instability, and with it causing your partner to feel that they're in a third party situation, they no longer have that drive, okay? Also, it speaks about restriction upon a personal creativity for some of you and self-expression in the form of control. You know, someone's putting rules and regulations down on you. Okay, could be you or your partner's doing it to you. And this is causing unhappiness and resentment. And if it continues, it will ultimately result in rebellion for some of you. But it usually speaks about general discord on many levels though. Alright? Now, the card that flew out for the Three of Pentacles is the Ace of Wands. So somebody even in the workplace wants a passionate new beginning. Could be with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for some of you. Okay? But it usually speaks about a new beginning. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, but it's some excitement you're experiencing, some personal growth for some of you. Okay, it talks about you being ambitious. All right, some of you could even be getting some spiritual enlightenment or a spiritual awakening at this moment. But it talks about a new beginning though. Okay, so some of you it could be a birth, a rebirth for some of you, healing, just getting balance in your life. Okay, but again, at the bottom of the deck you have the Empire and he's reversed. So someone's been a bit of a control freak here in a relationship. Okay, I'm not moving forward and could be manipulating the situation. Some of you out there, if it's not you, then it's your partner. Okay? But the relationship is going through an imbalance at the moment. Alright? Okay. Why is the Hangman the center of the issue here reversed for all water signs? Represent yourself here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So this person's not actually, it could be you then, who's not actually compromising water sign. And your intuition's telling you this. There's some secret reason why you're not actually balancing out. Some of you could deal with the Pisces. They're letting go of a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Because in the past they felt stuck. And now they're letting go after reflecting. Why is the Knight of Cups here for all water signs? Three cards came out. You've got the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright, and the Fool card reverse. So some of you are not, it's not working with the earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus, and there's no new beginning. Some of you could be fearing a new beginning. That's for some of you. Okay. Why is the Knight of Cups here for all water signs? You got the Seven of Cups reverse. So some of you have made some mistakes in the past, where in the past you had several choices. Some of you could have been with a Pisces, Scorpio or Cancer, and you could have messed up in the time of being with somebody else. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? But it's all about you actually no longer having several choices. You could have also, some of you, feeling confusion right now or uncertainty regarding offering your cup, okay? Some of you are being very determined. I'm going to get some success, okay? But when the Seven of Cups are reversed, it usually says you have too many choices, and the possibility for an easy decision to be made could be telling you that some of you could have missed an opportunity here due to indecision and confusion, okay? That's for some of you. Oops. Some of you will be getting a message from a Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus regarding feeling left out in the cold. Okay? That's for some of you. Because with this Page of Pentacles here, and it's upright, it usually speaks about some good news you'll be receiving, okay? Some news, okay? Could even be about your hard work and you getting some recognition for your hard work that you've actually done in the past, okay? But when it's upright like this, it usually speaks about, apart from you getting good news, for some of you, someone that can have empathy and hear your point of view. Because this person is usually kind and generous and will offer their assistance. Okay? Wow. But then, 4 cards just dropped out. You've got the Ace of Swords reverse, the Nine of Cups reverse, the Five of Pentacles reverse, and the Four of Wands upright. So some of you are lying, not getting your wish, and coming out of being left out in the cold within a relationship. That's what some of you is. Okay? So some of you who were in a marriage or a relationship, do the part here where someone was lying. Okay? Why is the Justice card reversed as the outcome for all water signs? You've got the Sun, and that's reversed. So some of you with the injustice is not so happy regarding this, what's taking place. And this could have been some manipulation could have been going on there in the past there, or when you was manifesting. Could have been some injustice gone on there. Reason why someone's not actually happy in the situation. Okay? Because when the sun's usually up, it usually speaks about joy and success. Okay? Good health and well-being. Some of you could even be dealing with a Leo, for some of you. Okay? But when the sun's actually reversed, it usually speaks about that you need to be stopped in your tracks and have a realistic outlook on your life. And be perfectly honest with yourself. You may need to put more concerted effort into reaching your goals. And be totally honest with yourself and put more effort into reaching these goals. Okay? Because when the sun's here, it appears reversed in the reading. It's asking you to double check all aspects prior to becoming involved. Sorry. Oh. Cards are flying out here. Yeah, because some of you probably didn't check things out first with this person, and could have been a disagreement within the relationship, and it got postponed or cancelled. No, I mean this new relation that was starting, because it's not balanced. There's no give and take. Someone's probably being pretty selfish here. We got the Devil card here with the shadow side. So someone you could have been dealing with a Capricorn that's come back, and now you're having to choose between two. Oops. And some of you could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, who could have cut you off and been very defensive with you because of this. That's for some of you. Okay? Why is the Four of Wands here reversed for water signs partner? How are they feeling regarding this? Ten of Swords, feeling stabbed in the back within the relationship. That's why they're walking away. Okay? Feel like the relationship is being toxic, and they're in a three-party situation, and they have to choose between two, and they could be wanting to start a passionate new beginning with a fire sign. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, okay, who wants to actually, it's one of the slowest nights, wants to actually offer some form of commitment. That's for some of you, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles, though it's one of the steady and slow, usually a very hard-working person, okay? Could be a Taurus or a Virgo that you could be dealing with, or your partner's dealing with, in a three-party situation. Okay? That's for some of you. Alright. Let's see. Some of you could be moving towards a fire sign, but the success is being delayed. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay, I'm going to pull some card from the Angel Door Virtue Romance Angel cards for all earth signs, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. You got make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So some of you who are not making an effort or compromising or trying to make the relationship work and focusing more on your materialistic instead of on your spiritual side, for some of you need to make an effort. Some of you, you've got codependency again. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay, it's right next to codependency is like the devil again. Okay, got so many different choices and not all of them are good. Alright. What the message for all water signs, Sun, Moon and Venus rising? We've got retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you will be going within and taking some time out by yourself or with your partner. At the bottom of the deck, you got healing family issues. Your love life benefit as you forgive your parents. Okay, that's for some of you. Right, let's see who's all around you at this moment in time. For all water signs, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. Who the people are around? Water signs at the moment. Who's in their energy? What's happening in their energy? We've got karma. Again, this time it's upright, so this is something that's karmic and it was short term. So in the short term, this relationship took place, someone's going to get hurt. And you've got, some of you are in an open relationship with somebody who lives in a long distance away. That's for some of you. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, you got true dream. Right? And children and triangle. So some of you definitely are in a three-party situation because that's what you're coming from. Could even be children involved, somebody from your past that's came back. Okay? But you're in a three-party situation. Okay. That's the message I've got for all water signs with Sun, Moon and Venus rising. If this resonates with you, please like, share and follow. I send you love and light. Namaste.